over to Destin, the McGarry residence. How are you this evening?
Oh, very good. And thank you for helping us in this matter of great concern. I just want to say when something bad happens, it's wonderful how much good happens with everyone working together. And I just love our Coast Guard. I'd like to see them increase. But my question is, do they know what caused this terrible disaster? I mean, there's a terrible fear, because that's my greatest thing, to go to the beach and watch the birds, a greatest fear of it happening again if they don't know what actually caused this to oil spill.
Well, I will tell you what in just a second. Captain, do you feel comfortable talking, or do you want me to just say what I heard in the brief this afternoon?
Well, the only thing I would add, Congressman, is that Marine Board has been convened. That's an investigatory board that was convened by the Coast Guard with Minerals Management Service to investigate exactly what did happen. I think BP is equally puzzled. We know some factual things that happened, but I don't think we really know why this happened.
Well, and what they told us in the brief is that they even believe that they got the lights that were shown to the individuals as they got off of the platform itself that showed that the valve had worked and done what it was supposed to do. But obviously that did not occur. And then the fire, I asked the question in regards to the fire itself. Did the platform or vessel, which it actually is, did it sink because of the fire, or did it sink because of the water that was being put on it to put out the fire? And that, I was told, will be part of the investigation that's going on. But without question, something that everybody had been told was fail-safe was not. And a very expensive piece of equipment did not work as it was supposed to. And I understand, and I don't know who did the inspection, whether it was a self-inspection by BP or somebody else, but it actually was inspected about 2 weeks before the incident occurred. So I do know that there are all agencies working together to come up with a reason that this actually occurred, and so you don't have a whole bunch of independent government agencies in there coming out with different reports. This will all be everybody working together at one time. Let's go to Pensacola to the Graham residence. How are you this evening?
Fine. Are you going to support legislation to increase the liability from the $75 million?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. $75 million isn't even going to come close to touching what has occurred. Now, unfortunately, that would be retroactive, but it is my understanding that assurances have been made that it will be significantly more than that BP will be responsible for. There still are some questions back and forth as to exactly how, as far as the administration is concerned, as to how that's going to play out. But as somebody said earlier, BP does have the ability to pay. If this was an instance where it was a corporation that did not have a deep pocket, if you will, it would be even more stressful than it is, because this is going to be extremely expensive, as those of us along the Gulf Coast can understand. Again, this is Jeff Miller. I'm in Washington. Thanks for joining a live telephone town hall meeting tonight with Captain Poulin from the United States Coast Guard, who happens to be a resident of the 1st Congressional District, Gwen Keenan with the State of Florida Emergency Management, and John Tarpley with NOAA. And if you just joined us on the town hall line and you've got a question, if you'll hit 0 on your telephone keypad, we will put you in the queue to allow you to ask a question. And I do want to say thank you again to our friends at 1620 for simulcasting this. The Shacklet residents in Pensacola also.